playing Dead Space.
Back at it with Dead Space. Blew up the dude.
Still there, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The thing we killed last time, the space freak monster, is like still back there. Like the game like still loaded the beast after we came through the blast doors or whatever the fuck. So we just like found that as we were getting ready here. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I never noticed that. I'm discovering a lot of new things in this playthrough that I never saw my first time.
It's funny because like
run again.
This is a game where like the atmosphere is everything, so that's why it's tricky to do a game like that, because there's always little moments like that in a game where you like, you know, you have to hide stuff and cut corners and cheat at things, just like anything. And so it's funny in a game where it's like this, where it's so about the feel, and then it throws something like that at you, and then you notice it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It really takes you out of it. But then again, this game is very much not scary. Like, this isn't at all what I thought it would be like.
It's scarier. It was scarier to me the first time through, but I've played many horror games since that are like way scarier. Fuck these things.
Well, and I think the intro part of like introducing you to this world is scary, but once you're in it, it's more of a sci-fi situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these dudes.
And so like, it's definitely not like gonna make you terrified the whole time. Like, I'm sure there'll be a few moments throughout from what's left of the game, but like, you know, it's definitely not their goal at this point. But like, when I initially started playing it and it spooked me, I was like, I don't want to do this if the whole game's gonna be like this. I just don't like horror games.
Yeah. Like,
I'm only just recently, I think I talked about this last time, but like just recently like deciding to get into like horror movies and like trying to watch more. I'm better at horror movies in a theater, I think, or I would be, but I haven't seen any in the theater.
Yeah, there's a noise.
Oh god, are we in Jurassic Park?
It sounds like it,
right? It sounds like the long necks.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is it?
I have no idea.
It doesn't sound like an enemy.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, it is. I hate it. End it.
I'm trying.
Fuck, it's like a scarecrow, evil, horrible homunculus. I hate it.
Oh god, I shot its hand off.
You know what? It looks like,
oh god.
Ew. It had like posture of like Devimon.
Yeah.
It's like big long arms, almost like to the floor and shit.
Ow.
Ew. These creepy
Ow, what the fuck? What just happened there?
The little dude, he got you.
Yeah, he like took control of my camera and spun me around.
That son of a bitch.
So, whatever. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm going home.
Yeah, I want to go see more horror movies in theaters, because I think that would scare me less, because yeah, you're in a dark room, but you're with a bunch of people.
I think it's a lot more enjoyable if you're just alone. Because I think that, because like, horror movies get bad raps because like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not scared, I hit the wrong button, because it's like they're watching it with like a shit ton of people because they see it in theaters. But I feel like they're more meant to be watched on your own.
Yeah, but I'm not wanting to be scared necessarily.
Oh, that's true.
But I'm wanting to understand and appreciate them for what they are, because like sometimes I'll watch a comedy where I'm like, that movie was hilarious, but I didn't laugh. But because it's more like, as a writer, I'm like being like, oh, that joke is really well set up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I can tell it's funny to other people, but maybe I saw it coming or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like that kind of thing. Because like I've seen so many fucking movies, so it's really hard. There's very few movies that like surprise me anymore, just because I've seen hundreds and thousands of them.
Yeah. My girlfriend Daniela doesn't like watching shows with me much anymore because I've just hanging out with you, I guess. I'm to the point where I can just like see things happening before they happen.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, this is gonna happen, and then it does.
There's a flow to stories that like, and you know, there's rules in writing for reasons, because they work, and like that's why we're able to watch the same stories again and again that are slightly different. Like, excuse me, this game is basically Alien.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, whatever. There's like 1,000,001 versions of that thing, but they're all unique in their own way, and so you can still appreciate them. But like, It's the difference between a good and a bad story, I guess, is just finding a creative way to tell the same story that someone's seen before, so that they are interested.
Yeah.
Which is hard, because like I said, I've seen so many things that it's like, I've seen so many TV series, so many movies, and so it's like someone will be like, oh, I have this great idea, and they describe this idea that they're so excited about, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be so cool, and I'm like, yeah, cool, that is exactly this thing, and then I describe it to them, and they're like, oh, that already exists, like, and they're so bummed. It's like, yeah.
Man, that sounds exactly like the plot of this other movie
Yeah.
that you've also seen, because we went to the movie together to see it.
It's brutal, but that's actually why I watch so much stuff, is because as a filmmaker, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to repeat what someone else has done unintentionally, because like it's so easy to, because like,
everything's been done.
Because everything's been done, and you don't know it if you haven't seen everything, and so it's like, like, on paper you could make a story that sounds original, but it's like, oh, if you just worded it differently, it's already a thing.
Yeah.
And so it's tough. There's nothing really original unless you make something like Swiss Army Man or whatever the fuck that movie is coming out.
Army Man?
It's this movie with Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe, where Daniel Radcliffe is a dead body that has powers, where Paul Dano can use his body like a Swiss Army knife, essentially, and can if he needs a boat, he can like ride him like a boat, and like it's really hard to explain. Watch the trailer. Or
this sounds incredible. I want 12.
The movie's not out as we're recording this now, but like it might be out later by the time this is up. I forget when it's being released, but after seeing just the trailer of that, I was like, that's one of the most creative and most like original, like air quote original stories that I've ever heard of in the last few years, because it's like, I can't think of anything that's like, you know what I mean? And that's what I search for when I watch a new story, is like, show me something I just have not seen before, or like at the very least haven't seen in a while, or haven't seen in this way.
Yeah.
And that movie is like, that's probably the one that I'm excited for the most next, aside from the obvious like nerd stuff like superheroes or whatever the fuck, but like stuff like that, that's what I love. But that's why I've been wanting to get more into horror movies, because I don't watch any of them, so the tropes are new to me, whereas like someone might be like, oh, this is obviously gonna happen, and I'm like, what? Like, and so it's like, it's kind of nice to like have a whole genre essentially that I haven't tapped into much.
Speaking of horror like things, there's a really cool horror game that's out now called I don't know. I'll know the name for the next episode, because I can't look it up right now. But basically, it plays the exact same as Left 4 Dead, or another game that came out by like the same guys who did Left 4 Dead 2 called Evolved, where one guy plays like a psycho killer, so it's like a slasher type game. Mm-hmm. And then you 4 friends play as like the campers who like he's killing. So, like, the one guy's job is to hunt them down, make sure they don't escape, and then the other people's objective is to escape and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks really awesome.
And what's that on?
PC, I believe.
Cool. Is it for Mac?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
That's cool. Because I'd be down for that.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I'd love to play it.
Whoa, holy shit. What are we doing?
Oh, so, in the last episode, this ship, the Valor, crashed into the Ishimura, which is where we were. So now we're going to the Valor to get something to make a ship fly. So these things are like weapons, like the ship uses.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Holy fuck.
So in order to unlock the airlock into the Valor, I have to remove the radioactive balls. Like this.
Those look like the most cartoony ass radiation balls. Like, they really don't fit the world. They seem so strange. I love these jumps. It's so cool.
Oh, the 0G jumps?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like now after seeing you play this a bit, I realize that I probably could have just had no problem playing this game. Like,
oh, fuck.
Holy God.
Did not even see that guy either. Ow.
Holy shit. Like, I really like this. This is so cool.
It's a fun game. After I platinum it, after we're done playing through it, though, I'll never touch it again because I'll have no reason to.
All right, so next time on TurnipBomb, we're gonna finish getting all the radiation balls out of the room, and
I got one left after this.
Okay, we'll get that last one next time.